It's colorful indeed. You've got this massive cannon here. Look at that. I hope you're having a fantastic day today. Dave K here today for another fun-filled day in Ireland. Today, off to do some of those free things between a couple of activities I have planned. I'm going to go back to the EPIC Museum since I have a pass good for a couple days. I'm going to try some delicious food in the area and maybe check out a couple of other free stuff that I didn't get the chance to do before. We'll see what else comes up on the agenda. Let's get to it. Making our way over to EPIC and the Chq Building. I'm pretty sure that's it over there. Look at this Matt Talbot statue. Beautiful waterfront view here. You know, this is that lake we walked by a couple times yesterday. And you have that beautiful building over there, structure in the distance. Again, I'm not sure if that's a, you know, Capitol office building type thing or what, but beautiful architecture all around us. Who knows? Maybe after we do EPIC, we'll walk around further here. It's also quite cold outside though, so maybe not. 6 degrees Celsius today. Colder than it's been the past couple days. I have to do the Fahrenheit math there, look it up, but it means it's cold. And so I don't know if it'll be a super nice day for walking around outdoors, enjoying the waterfront view, or just a relaxing, chill day, a short day, so that we can rest and recover and make sure we have energy for the big day tomorrow. And how often do you see a Guinness truck just chilling in the States? Not all that often, right? There it is. Thought it'd be cool to spot in front of that lakefront view. Back in the Chq Building, a lot quieter this morning. Pretty empty because maybe it's just early in the morning, not lunchtime or anything. But thought it might be nice to maybe stop by that Bakehouse now, grab a drink, grab some snack, and then make our way into the EPIC Museum once again. It's going to be epic. Now time to take a look inside the Bakehouse here. Let's see what this one is all about. Y'all are open, yes? Okay. Bacon, breakfast brioche. Okay. No worries. What are my options then? Okay. So no food yet. Take a look at the pastries here at the Bakehouse. Looks like you got good options there. It sounds like I missed breakfast, but they haven't started lunch yet. So between 11 and 12, maybe it's that transition. Whereas I was a little bit too late for breakfast, but I'm too early for lunch. So we'll come back for it, but now we know. That's how it goes. And you've got plenty of other stops along the way as well, but I was recommended that last one, so I figured I'll try that. Although this looks good too. Back in the EPIC Museum for day 2 here. Really excited to be back. I want to take a close look myself, really read through these and understand the stories. Because if you think about it, again, a lot of our country, a lot of our culture, I feel like comes from places like Ireland. Ireland's a big impact for us. Lots of, you know, presidents and that with the descendants. So really interesting to learn why they left and kind of hear more of their stories. And you can download the audio guide as well, which I might do while I'm down here.
Now, we have reached Salvation at home. So we were surrounded by...
Some of the Irish on the labouring camps moved from place to place and knew the country better than most Englishmen.
My family, one of thousands of Irish already there.
Looks like here we can walk into different booths to learn about different types of people, different values here, learn about the beliefs and the work that different people did throughout the world. You can see there's a variety of booths around here to take a look at, alongside those screens on the other side, communicating what that belief gallery is all about. Another room here, hunger, work, and community. You can see these little wooden looking boxes and the screens on either side. Really cool how this system's set up here. You can see, you can scroll through the different years, see the different jobs, and get more information on different people who held those roles as well.
Shield building for our country. I believe it's the right thing to do.
In the conflict room, Irish soldiers abroad. These tables here as well. So many different types of interactivity to learn about the history here in Ireland and the immigration. Really interesting. It seems like you can maybe touch these different sections and get different pieces of information as you go. I'm not sure. So maybe, oh, there's next buttons on these. So you see like Medal of Honor here, deserts and deserters here, and so much more as you can scroll through and read this history. Really amazing to see the level of interactivity here. It is a dark history in many ways, many of the challenges that occurred here, but so many different ways to take it in, to learn all about it and really connect with that history. It seems like as we move down this hallway, we're looking at more contribution and adaptation, maybe a more uplifting note on the immigration. So you can see the sign here giving us a good idea where we're at. It seems like we're about halfway there. Moved now from motivation into the influence section.
Of His Majesty the King.
Can do for you, ask what you can do for your country.
And changing the game, looks like we've got a bit of a game room over here. Look at that. Including, interesting, you can twist this around and something happens. Oh, different types of sports, it looks like. You can see maybe under that icon. And here's what those larger ones look like. You can rotate this, and it seems like see different historic moments. Very interesting. Really, really cool in this room. It sounded like we learned on that other screen some of the history of Ireland's success in sports in somewhat recent years. Nice to see. I think this is showing us two Irish players in different countries who've played for different countries. And the screen in the back, of course, as well. Look at this memorabilia here. Seems very nice. Take a look at discovering and inventing here. Really, really cool. I love these light pillars in the middle, screens on both sides, but it's a little bit of a darker room, so maybe harder for you to follow along with. But I think you get the idea. Lots of great information all around us, and quite a journey. You can see all the innovation around us here. Very, very cool. The screens just changed, but they had names of people just like this. Entrepreneur from Dublin right here. You'll see more and more faces and photos show up on the walls around us. So we have this nice seating area to take it all in. You know, I wondered why I'd been seeing so many Fords out here. I didn't see any GM. Would you look at that? Father from Cork, Henry Ford. Very cool. Check this one out, fading away now. Sir James Martin invented the ejector seat in airplanes, saved over 4,700 lives by the time of his death. Very, very nice. Really, really nice to see, especially the uplifting ones for me, you know, get some positive spin going on here. The inventions were awesome. Now in the next room, leading change. Really, really interesting to see and to hear about. It sounds like there are so many things that Ireland actually did kind of first here when it comes to change initiatives. We saw some of those on some of the other screens. Really, really cool to see their voices being heard here around the world. Achieving infamy in this room. Seems like we got some tales of maybe some criminals here, some baddies. Really, really interesting though. Again, the interactivity. We saw some people playing a game on this screen. They were able to choose who they thought was the right person. Back in this section, sharing the tradition. We've got some histories of music, it seems like, and so much other information here. Looks like dancing on these walls, and maybe some records to listen to here? Not quite sure. Oh, maybe. That's a good point. Yeah, maybe they're all different instruments. Like that last one sounded like a violin. This one might be the... What is this again? So it sounds like you can hear the different instruments in each of these different tubes here if you put your ears up next to it. Whether it's the violin or the... What is this thing again? Accordion, maybe? Yeah, we'll go with that. Take a look at some of these hit albums. Seems like by Irish people. Really, really interesting. I wouldn't have suspected, like Nirvana, for example, I saw behind us, and some others you may recognize here as well. Now, really, really cool room here, eating and drinking. You've got these tables as well as these interactive Irish pub quizzes. I just saw someone taking the very end of one. Let's see how I do. How long does it take to reach the most remote Irish pub? I'm gonna go with 2 days. How about that? Oh, 2 days. Spot on. In the Himalayas. Wow. The drinks are carried by porters, yaks, or mules. That's crazy. Let me go 7,000. Correct. 7,000. All right. So I think we did all right. Let's see. I'm not drunk. Sobering score. Half measures. I get half measures. All right, I'll take it. I was 2 off. 2 off from the top. And check out this one here. A little bit different. Whiskey. It seems like. Is this a whiskey quiz? Or just information about whiskey? Oh, yes. The history, it seems like, of whiskey. At least we heard a bit about already. But, yeah, talking about the pot still here. And a lot of other cool information. This is interesting to see It seems like someone Irish invented the column still. Yet, it sounds like a lot of the breweries here don't use the column still, because they didn't know if they could trust it, and they used the pot still. Kind of funny. Yes, look at that. No buying. The Irish whiskey makers are like, no, oh, it tastes too bland, is what they said. Okay. So, he moves abroad, and Scottish whiskey makers use it. Very, very interesting. And some beautiful artwork. Moving picture seems like in the creating and designing room here too. Another seat to be grabbed. Very nice spot. Really, really cool spots around here in the storytelling section. You can see, look at these books. Seems like maybe you wave your hand over and you can interact with it in some way. Oh yeah, turn the pages. Would you look at that? Really, really cool. And this will give us information here, as well as on the other side, a couple of booths here for comedy club, for cinema, broadcasting, and you know, I'm a fan of entertainment, so this is a cool section as well. I didn't even notice these glowing books here. Look at that. You can pull out one of these books and you'll hear a little bit of the story.
As far as the eye can reach is a sea of truth.
And you'll hear a little bit of the story as you pull those books out. Really, really interesting. And you've got to love the celebration room here. Look at that, from music to colorful designs. Perhaps St. Patrick's Day right around the corner here, literally tomorrow. Beautiful celebration to see. Definitely uplifting Irish spirit here. This is a really interesting projection screen as well. I'm not sure if it's just showing us different icons and then putting the green color on top of it, or how exactly that works, but very, very cool. Fabulous Las Vegas, we know, has some St. Patrick stuff, the Irish pub, and the Betty Willis sign. I'm not sure what that's about. Maybe this is stuff created by Irish people in different countries. I'm not sure. Awesome name section here to finish us off, and seems like maybe a final show behind us here, which we'll check out. Now checking out this final show here before we make our way onward.
These are main theaters with your theater.
Oh, hi! Oh, it's so good to see you.
Really, really cool museum to see. Great, great experience, and just amazing. It goes on forever. It's epic, you might call it. I'm really glad I had the chance to check it out, and yeah, definitely gonna stick with me for a while. So I can appreciate the heart and the message there, talking about immigration and the value of connection, especially that last video. Is really nice. Now, let's grab some food. First, it's worth noting you got your gift shop options here as well, all over the place. So in case you're looking for something here, coasters or more, you can probably find it in this one, because it's a multi-section gift shop too. Look at this, it just keeps going on. I like it. Never hurts to have options, am I right? Maybe the beef and cheddar pie? I'll take a look.
Take a look, it's okay. Take a look,
Okay.
no pressure.
Okay. Your favorite? Okay, great. Okay, great. And take a look at my lunch here. I've got a flat white, which came with this muffin, they said. That's cool. And then I have my meal here, the chicken bake pie, or some chicken and cheese pie maybe, with the two sides in there, the noodle, and then the pasta one. So we'll give it a shot, let you know what we think. It was quite busy, quite chaotic in there, but I made it through. I just tried to pick things quickly and move on, so we'll let you know. Check out these wood utensils here too. Really interesting setup of the utensils. What am I talking about? Utilities. Digging in, let you know what I think. Not bad food all around here. The salads do have a unique taste. There's olives in the pasta one. I'm not a huge olive person, but it's not bad. On here, that muffin was not too sugary, which is nice, little sugar on the top, but not too bad overall. Pretty small too. Chicken pot pie would be the best part here, so I'm glad I got that one. Not a bad spot, but not like life-changingly amazing or anything. Honestly, between the two, I might actually go back to the last spot I did the other day, the Freshie. So now you know. So, not bad food. I was also told by the information desk in Morris here that there's an American band actually playing right in the lobby in about half an hour here, so maybe I'll stick around and see that. That being said, I'm thinking maybe the Modern Museum later, but it's quite a hike, so maybe I'll take a bus. While I'm waiting for the performance here, there's some St. Patrick's Festival quarter information here. I learned about where some of the different activities will be taking place. All kinds of good other information at this information booth here. Really helpful. You can see they're doing some warming up of a color guard out there. You can hear some music in the background. Excited to see what it's all about. You know, I got to do Disney World in high school with the marching band. I'm kind of jealous. Never got to do Ireland international trip. Still really glad that Disney trip was awesome with the band. But, I mean, I can't imagine in high school getting to go through school and check out a new country. That's awesome. Texas high school marching band playing here. I gotta admit, I was expecting a little bit more Irish-themed songs than, for example, Deep in the Heart of Texas. But it was cool to see, and it seems like I caught pretty much the whole thing there. I think they'd said it was going to be 20 minutes, but it looked like it was closer to maybe 10 or 15. Moving onward now, I have a couple of options in mind. You know, I was thinking about the Museum of Modern Art, but I'm now looking at maybe they've actually started doing some St. Patrick's Day stuff at the festival center. So I feel like it might be nice to take a look over there and just see if they're doing anything, because that would be pretty cool if they are. Just got off the Lewis, making our way to Collins Barracks now. And it looks like the National Museum of Ireland is around here too, but I'm not sure if that's maybe a different exhibit of the National Museum of Ireland. I don't think it's the same one, so that'd be cool. Another free spot we weren't expecting to see. But I wanted to prioritize Collins Barracks because, you know, St. Patrick's Day is once a year, not to mention I'm here perfectly timed for it. So I gotta see if they're doing anything interesting today. And then maybe we'll do the National Museum, and maybe we'll do the Museum of Modern Art. We'll see where time takes us this evening. It's worth noting with the directions, which I'm pretty sure you can't see on my phone because of the sunlight. You know, I thought I needed to go back behind me and down that way, but it seems like this wall goes on for quite a while. So walking directions tell me to go the opposite direction. So hopefully I'll be able to make a left now through this wall, and then we'll be up there shortly, but we'll see. So it seems like there's limited access to the museum here due to the festival, but I'm trying to get in there for the sake of the festival, so gotta figure this one out. And it's worth noting that it seems like festival activities are ticketed tonight. I can do the daytime free stuff tomorrow. So no daytime free stuff the day before. But I can go to the museum, which I'm gonna make my way to now. And let's see if we can figure out where that is. But look at this beautiful festival quarter here. I'm excited to check that one out tomorrow. At least now I know where it is. A bit of a preview though for the upcoming festival quarter. Some people I'm sure enjoying it this evening, but we get to take a quick look before we come back for tomorrow. Today, the museum. Really convenient that it's in the same place. That's nice. All right, museum this way. Oh, that must be the festival back that way. So that'll be cool to see tomorrow. And for now, we're following these museum signs. It's clearly a different entrance than usual. But again, love seeing the preview for the St. Patrick's Day stuff starting tonight for us, tomorrow during the daytime. And I think it's after the parade. So we'll have to come by after the parade to check out this stuff right here. It'll be cool, I'm sure. But it's interesting how it's free during the day and ticketed at night. A good thing I picked up the pamphlets from the visitor center. I slightly misread it, but now I think I have a full picture. Maybe not, but I have a better picture. Okay, stepping into the museum area now. Let's take a look. No flash photography, just like the other museum, but beautiful to be able to take a look around. Free exhibit here. I'd love to see that. We've got a bit of information here. Back this direction, the geology section. She told me it was nice and colorful. And that is my sort of thing, colorful. So let's take a look. And then there's a few more sections upstairs, but I figured, hey, this one's downstairs. Let's start here. Cool information, even just in the hallways here with that type of rock out there. And look at this, it's colorful indeed. Beautiful museum here. Again, super glad that we're stopping by. And you can see 1.75 billion years in the making. My gosh. Not only is it an old country, but it's an old geological space, right? It's an old physical, what do you call this? Physical piece of planet Earth. Let's go with that. We'll go with that. I love this color on the ground here. I think it's telling us elevations. I'm not 100% sure, but if we go down to this bottom section here, maybe we can figure it out. And all kinds of other cool information around us here. Bedrock Geological Map of Ireland. The floor map is based on the current 1 to 500,000 scale map. Wow, okay, very cool.
Rocks of different ages.
Okay.
So you have the key to the map there.
Got it.
Igneous intrusion, so it's like magma that kind of, you know, squeezed in millions of years.
Millions of years, okay. Really, really cool. Lots of great information here. The team, very, very helpful. The resident archaeologist, if you will, learned that those different colors were different types of stone going back millions of years. The youngest, like 2.3 million years. So quite a period of time there. And you can see these beautiful sites around us. I'm going to take a closer look myself and just explore and enjoy the beautiful information here, the beautiful colors, designs, and learn about that geology, archaeology, and history here in Ireland. Now, it's also worth noting that part of the reason they have this exhibit here is because the Natural History Museum here is closed, I think, for renovations. So it sounds like they made this exhibit to kind of make up for that, to give you some of that built in this other museum. So really, really glad I stumbled upon this one, get to explore the rocks and the archaeology here in Ireland. And I'm curious to see how Listerine relates back, I guess, with fluorite here. Really, really interesting. And I guess that's probably a component, right, of the stone here, and they're kind of demonstrating the different stones and how they make up different tools that we use on the day-to-day. I like that. This is such an awesome part back here. Look at this, mapping Ireland's marine territory. We get to sit behind the wheel of this vessel here. You know I'm gonna have to do this at least for a bit. And look at that beautiful map behind us. You can see Ireland and the oceans to the left of it. It looks like the Porcupine Bank and so many more. Aye, Captain, let us sail. I think somebody left some stuff here, though. Is this real? Maybe this is a prop, too. It's a prop! It's a fake phone! It is old, if you look at it. It looks like it's from Stone Age. Oh my gosh, and everything's stuck to the table. Perfect. So, it's wide open for us to grab a seat. Oh wait, actually, the seat is nailed in place, too. But that's fine. We'll grab a seat here and to sail and explore. I'm not sure if I'm actually turning the boat. I think I might be. Yeah, it seems like I am. Look, it's going right here. Can I fit between this crevice over there? I'm not sure. So we're sailing, sailing away. Yes, we're sailing. This is awesome. Really, really cool spot. And again, it does seem like I'm able to control the wheel here. Although I imagine I can't go too far into the land. I'm not sure, actually. Like, am I really driving us anywhere? You can see the digital sonar image beneath us there with the backscatter showing us what that geology beneath us looks like. Must be how a lot of this aquatic mapping is done. Very, very cool. So, update, it doesn't actually look like I'm moving the ship at all. But it's still really cool. Beautiful to sit back and look at the ocean view and how the mapping is done, right? In the sonar, I mean, you can see the seabed depth data. This, to me, like, speaks to me so much because, again, I really enjoy the water, and to be able to put that archaeology alongside the water and understand how the underwater mapping is done, really cool. Really, really cool first floor exhibit. This is a great preview into it, this sea stack right here. And now, I'm gonna make my way upstairs to the upstairs level. Time is flying by here. It's already, what, like past 3 p.m. So hopefully I can at least see all of this museum, but the Museum of Modern Art may have to wait till another visit. Making our way upstairs now, you have, I believe, a military museum type thing, as well as the art, decorative arts and history perhaps. You have the lift there. Ooh, look at this. That is a decorative art indeed. As we make our way up the stairs, I think we're going to see a lot of exciting things on both fronts. I really love the last museum and I love the first floor, so something tells me this is going to be good. I'm not sure if maybe that's a bagpipe right there. Kind of looks like it, right? Classics of Irish piping, so maybe something similar to that. We have the lifts over this way. To our left, I believe, is the Soldiers exhibit, and then to our right, the Decorative Arts Galleries. Military history, decorative arts. Let's go. First, since it's closer, military history. And I'm going to try to understand the signage here. There's some stairs that go upstairs, new exhibition galleries, upper gallery. There's more floors upstairs. But on this floor, seems like you're here. We're about to walk through that way. And I guess we'll see what's over here later as well. Let's do it. And again, sneak preview. Love that, to see the festival center out back. I thought it might be nice to snack on some of their food. We shall do that tomorrow.
It'll look they'll buy all a lot from me. But they better be trying it on with me.
So, continuing onward, no flash photography, the British Garrison in Ireland. Beautiful exhibit from the uniforms to that massive cannon in the background. Look at this tarp over here and this village. Lots to see around us here. Further back this way, take a look at this incredible architecture. You've got this massive cannon here. Look at that amazing cannon. It looks like it might be full size here, as well as some other statues, figurines, this musketeer here, and a lot more. Really interesting to see. You can see the Crappie prisoner here. You can see the Jacobite grenadier, or something like that. You got a cannon over there. You got this pikeman right here. Look at that. And all kinds of other interesting artifacts. Look at this sword. Super unique. I feel like custom head there. Not quite sure what that's all about, but it sounds like it was in appreciation for his service at the Battle of Boyne. Very, very interesting to see the different types of headgear here. If you look at that, you've got all these different types of headgear. I especially like this last one, but apparently hard to identify where it's from. That being said, I mean, I could see wearing that. I could see wearing that. Go ahead. I'll try one. You tell me. I'll dress it. I'll dress me in it. A lot of history, a lot of beautiful architecture, a lot of great stories here, as well as a lot of interactivity. If you look at this map here, you get to hear some of the stories in voice. You get to see some of this artwork as well. Really, really interesting to learn about and to hear about this history here. You know, as I think about, you know, the Irish and the English, I'm thinking conflict between the two. But you have a lot of Irish supporting the English when we're talking about conflict with, like, France, for example, or Spain. You know, there's been so many wars, so much conflict over the years, but you can see the uniforms, and it's really nice to have this sort of testament, have this appreciation. Look at that. It actually looks like a Purple Heart. Wow. Very, very interesting to see different kinds of weaponry here. For example, look at this, my friend, easily hidden combination of pistol and knuckle duster. Yeah, I mean, it is a weapon, you know, conflict type item, but cool to see in the museum and learn about the history here. Still not sure why they have a Purple Heart, though. I didn't see anything about that anywhere over here. Oops, here we go. Bottom line, Purple Heart of Tom's Mansfield. So it is a Purple Heart. Very interesting. It does seem like they've got an American aspect going on right here. Talking more about some American conflict. It is interesting to note what seemed like the Irish were also acting as, what is it, home police sort of forces in Ireland as the English went off to fight the States as well. You know, I feel pretty good about the fact that we won that one. But yeah, you know, it's history. It's history. It's nice to know, nice to learn about, and that's the way the world works, right? Teams change, and allyships change, and you know, it's a good thing that we are all, you know, on the same team right now. I like that. You know, it's always good to be friends. No need for unnecessary conflict, and that is a very cool helmet. Take a look at that gold helmet. I would wear that as well. And you have a couple of muskets set up here with different types of rounds. So you can see, perhaps, the evolution of weaponry over the years. That's the feeling I got as I moved through the section. Now, I do enjoy music. Take a look at all these different types of drums here. Top shelf, bottom shelf, and middle shelf drums from different regiments, rangers, and others. I like that. That's cool, marching drums. The Irish Regiment of Canada and the London Irish with different uniforms as well. Very, very interesting. Clovers on the neck here. You've got the harp on the neck here. Those details to signify their country of origin there. And look at all of these different emblems, medals, badges for different Irish regions, perhaps. Look at that, the battered Maxim machine gun. Won't get too deep into the details there, but you can take a closer look if you have that interest. It is very interesting to see how that works, right? The evolution of the technology from a conflict lens. Maybe not the ideal focus of the evolution of technology, but it is what it is. And wow, would you take a look at this? It looks like I've moved upstairs here. You've got the planes above us, the tanks down there beneath us. Wow, really, really interesting to see all that going on down there. Makes you wonder if we should try to find our way downstairs later to take a closer look. But again, it's cool to just see it all from up here as I continue onwards. And again, I think you probably have a pretty good idea of what it's all about here, but really, really interesting to look through, to marvel at all of this history. Look at the evolution of technology, like this weapon right here, machinery of war. Yeah, that is a massive one right there. I got a few wax museum vibes in there with a few of the sculptures and a few of the scenes being depicted. But now, moving down to this first floor section to see a few of these larger icons. From tanks to other rolling vehicles, and of course airborne ones, planes above us, you can see technology.
Ladies and gentlemen, there will be a tour starting shortly, a free tour.
Sounds like they're doing free tours too, which is really, really cool to hear about. I don't know if I'm going to make that happen today, but I'm tempted. The tours I've been on thus far have been nice. So, one more piece that's nice to see here, the UN soldier in that Ireland attire, Ireland logo and such, to defend Ireland. Lots of conflict over the years in this region, but I think we can move on to a more uplifting section. What do you think? Actually, very interesting here is Barracks life. Just to give you a quick look here. The twin beds seems to be a theme here, but quick look at all the different gear they might have, what this space might look like. It's interesting to get that walkthrough as well. Just by the path towards the main lobby area, it seems like a little bit of art here, decorative art and history. So I imagine we're going to come up on that here soon. Maybe we have to go through the lobby to find it, but we shall see. Wow, look at these beautiful sculptures here. You've got Caesar and Maiolica busts. Very cool to see. All right, back upstairs now to the decorative arts galleries. Let's take a look. You've got the main lobby beneath us. I'm tempted, slightly tempted by the tour, but you know, I think this time around I've seen most of it thus far, so I just want to see this remaining section. Don't know how long the tour would take or anything, so let's just check this one out ourselves. Starting us off here with the 21st century Irish craft. Would you look at that? You've got all kinds of beautiful jewelry, sculptures, pottery, and so much more in this first section. Cool to see, right? Like, for example, the handbag there. How they've designed so many pieces for us. Very decorative indeed. I like that. Look, you can hang your teacups right on the side of that teapot, unless that's not meant for tea. Irish whiskey, perhaps? Who knows? Probably tea. And into the Curator's Choice Room, we begin our true adventure. Oh, would you look at this? Looks like I can make a left here for Irish silver. You've got the Anglo-Irish Bank here. Very, very interesting. And then straight, lots of currencies. All right, making our way in this direction. Let's see all of these sites. Ooh, look at this. Beautiful Irish silver in here. Beautiful to see the decorative arts and history here, especially that currency. From silver to metals and so many other icons here. Really, really a beautiful exhibit to see here. Glad we had a chance to check it out. And there's another look outside before we see it again tomorrow, which would be nice. And beautiful statue out front here as well. As you can tell, it's practically closing time around here. I think I spent like 3+ hours maybe in this museum already, and I'm not even sure I'm through it. Don't know if there's anything on the upper floor, but I don't know if they're going to send me downwards to see a first floor like they did in the other section. But again, beautiful place. Really, really glad I checked it out. And so nice how they have all these museums for you to learn about history, just walk through and take a free lesson, a class in Irish history. All right, outside. We'll see you real soon. Now, would you look at that? There is an upstairs. Quick look up there, see what it's all about. Jeez, there is a lot more to see. Would you look at that? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It just keeps going on upwards. We have the reconstructed rooms here. I'm getting hungry and thirsty, and I don't know where I can get more water, but we gotta check these out. Oh, nice and toasty in here though, which I appreciate. Take a look at this reconstructed furniture, 17th century furniture. Incredible. Look at this, please touch sign. You don't see that a lot. Nice. Oh my gosh, beautiful pewter candlestick here. Hopefully we're not allergic. Pewter plate. Look at those marks on there. Wow, over the years, degraded. Incredible. We've moved up a year, or 100, to the 18th century furniture. These massive clocks behind us. Wow, really, really cool. Take a walking tour and see it all. And the 19th century, of course. Had to keep going. That looks like a massive working clock right there. That's crazy. Place just keeps going on. Really cool. So we have 2 directions at this point. I think this is maybe 7 that way and 8 down this way. So yes, this should be the short path before we continue upstairs. It's an amazing museum. You could spend days here, and at some point I'll probably, if I'm in Ireland for a while, I'll have to come back and really thoroughly appreciate it all, but just trying to do the quick skim this time around, and also trying to understand the map. Seems like maybe I go this way. Yes, it does. That, I'm not so sure what that is, so we're just gonna go this way. Bye. Amazing, amazing place, making it through just before closing time here. Actually, it looks like there's one more leg right here. Maybe this is a couple more legs, and then this is downstairs. So we'll see if we can squeeze this in and get some water from the lobby. Thanks so much for helping make today an amazing day. Don't forget to make your day an incredible day as well. Focus on the positive vibes. Look for the silver lining in everything you do, and hit the subscribe button, ring the bell to stay informed of future adventures coming your way. Until next time, play on.